So brief I talk about this statistical data analyst. Nowadays we are observing so, especially like weather forecasting department if you take, they will do their own predictions. Tomorrow they will say that tomorrow it will be raining, but definitely in most of the cases it will not rain. Tomorrow it will be sunny means tomorrow definitely it will rain. That means out of 10 predictions what weather forecasting department is taking here, out of 10 predictions, 8 predictions will be failing. Even kid is saying that, even small school girls or school boys are saying that, okay, tomorrow if they said something means that will not happen, because that is not a problem with the statistician. Okay, by applying some statistical techniques and forecasting techniques, and he is going to forecast tomorrow it will rain, but it is not happening. But where is the mistake? The mistake is with the statistics or the mistake is with the statistician? It's not like that. It's not the mistake of the both the people. The currently whatever the old statistical techniques they are applying, the old techniques may not suit for data patterns of nowadays. Because in 1970 the data patterns are different in our climate. In 2018 the data patterns are very different in our climate. Okay, hundreds of parameters are involved. That is so much pollution, so that so much ingredients within the climate. So by considering all these things, the forecasting has to be done. Okay. So here I'm not going to talk about too much about the statistics as part of this session, because our next session I am going to start with the basics of statistics onwards to understand machine learning very well. So simply what I want to say is, in the statistics, the traditional techniques, whatever the things we are applying, these traditional techniques may not work in nowadays data, because we have a lot of data volume and we have within that volume lot of data patterns with multiples of input variables. Multiples of input variables are highly influencing the target variable with a high force here. So in such cases, traditional techniques we cannot encourage. We need advanced techniques like machine learning and deep learning kind of things. Okay, here some questions, let me verify. And Nagesh, are you going to talk about steps for data preparation and technical data analyst? Yeah, Nagesh, here the technical data preparation means, first of all, data preparation means that it depends on target problem. So what is the given data, what kind of the problem he is going to solve? Depends on that, the data preparation has to be done. First, as usual, the data extraction. After data is extracted, data cleansing activity. Finally, the data preparation. For this data preparation, one simple example I will tell you. Suppose I am taking some customer review. Not customer review, some comments or your WhatsApp messages like this. Suppose think that you got 3 messages. In your WhatsApp, you got 3 messages. These are the purely personal messages. Imagine that. One message is I love you. The second message by different person is I hate you or I kill you. And third person saying that I love to kill you. So this is what your given data. A purely raw data I am taking, that in an unstructured shape I am taking. So why I am talking this data as unstructured is, okay, why I am talking this data as unstructured means, one thing, there is no fixed format. Suppose if you observe the previous data, first column is always name, second column is always phone number, third column is always city. 100 rows you take or 1000 rows you take, if you touch the third column is a city in that data. So whatever the pattern you have for the first row, the same pattern is repeating for the each and every row. That is what is structured data. But here in this case, there is no, the first line is having 3 words, second line is having 3 words, third line some 5 words, maybe fourth line may have 100 words like that. So here to apply this, to extract a sentiment, I want to train my model. The model should understand sentiment of this each line comment. Okay, I want to train. First of all, I need to prepare some data here. Here, what do you mean by data preparation is, I need to extract some numerical features because love into hate, I cannot do anything. If love converted into some numeric feature and hate converted into some numeric feature, then I can apply some multiplications or some inversions or some other mathematical models. That's why here the data preparations is like this. One of the data preparation is here feature extraction. Of course, there are a lot of feature extraction techniques for unstructured text data. One of the simple feature, word existence feature. So how will it be? Just try to understand. One basic overview. Later when we step into the NLP, natural language processing, we will be discussing more about this one. So there are like 3 lines, but how many unique words are there? Just try to identify. I, love, kill, you, and let's say I am not removing any word, to. That's it. These are the unique words in our entire data. Look at the first line, sir. Now I am going to build a 3 by 5 matrix. 3 rows, 5 columns. Each unique word is acting as a column. In the first word, I available or not? Yes, available. That is 1. In the second, in the first line, love, available. Kill, not available. Whenever it is not available, I am keeping 0. And you, available. 1, available. Sorry, 1 is not available. Sorry. 2 is not available. That's why keeping 0. This is what like the numerical features of the first line. And talk about second one, still 1, love not, kill available, you, yes, 2, not. And last line, 1, love available, kill available, you available, and 2 also available, like this. In this way, the data preparation. So for this, the normal traditional ETL kind of that ETL tools like Informatica kind of transformation, such kind of transformations are not working this way. You need to apply your own feature extraction related logic. Of course, there are 7 different varieties of feature extraction techniques for the NLP. So there we can discuss. So let me go for one more question here, something. Difference between machine learning and data science. This question is asked by Mr. Sandeep. Yeah, Sandeep, one thing, there is no difference between data science and machine learning. This is simply, data science is a discipline to train applications. Here, not exactly applications to train the models, but to train the models, I have different sub-disciplines. Among them, one of the discipline is machine learning and deep learning. Again, to habituate my applications into the self-learning systems. That is what artificial intelligence. One trained application has to train other different applications. That is what artificial learning. In this way, different sub-disciplines. ML can do some certain problems, but still ML have some problems, some limitations. These limitations can be overcome by deep learning. But by using ML and deep learning, if I train my application about 200 patterns, my application limitations within that 200 about 200 patterns only. If any new data comes, if that data is not existed in the patterns of existed patterns, then my model or application cannot predict it. So now I need to habituate some self-learning behavior to my application. At the time, I can use this artificial intelligence technique. Once one application got trained, that application has to make other applications get trained. So that approach is called artificial learning in this way. Yes, Sairam, you have some question, please. I have doubt on deduplication concept. Please, can you repeat that question? Sairam? Okay, meanwhile, Sairam is typing. I will be going for other questions. Okay, sir, in this way, like the data science purpose is not analyzing the data, but analysis is our prerequisite to the data scientist. So here, what are the things, these 4 departments like machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, artificial learning, all these things comes under the data science. These are the sub-disciplines of the Data science is like MBBS course. These are like specializations within this. So in MBBS, you are learning about heart, you are learning about kidney, learning about brain, and everything you will be learning. Later the specializations. Okay. Like that, here we have different disciplines like machine learning, NLP, deep learning, artificial intelligence, like that. But statistics and all these things, these are not part of the data science. These are prerequisites to the data science. But to implement all these things, you need some prerequisites. That prerequisites here, statistics essentials. The statistics and R language, the basic programming, and Python, the basic programming concepts, especially with Numpy. We have numerical Python. So most of our majority of our work is with Numpy module here in Python and Numpy. So these are the prerequisites. Okay. So tomorrow I am going to take an introduction. So can we do fuzzy match on single table? Yes, we can apply this one. But the thing is here, Saira, whether your database will support this fuzzy match or not, that is important. Okay, because the fuzzy needs like a lot of computational power. If your data volume is bigger, if you run on the small databases like Oracle and MySQL, such kind of databases, okay. So if you write script accordingly, the system computing may not enough. Okay, you need to, yeah, in SQL server also that is possible, but the process will be very slow. But especially the fuzzy logic purpose is not this one. The fuzzy logic is mostly used into artificial intelligence systems. How that is the way like how our brain is thinking. Okay, tomorrow it may rain, may not rain, or moderate rain, or slightly rain, or heavily rain. How your brain is thinking about one incident in 5 to 6 different dimensions. On such way, the fuzzy logic will be thinking. Okay, more details about this one in the artificial intelligence topics we can discuss. Okay, so first, as part of the machine learning, to understand the machine learning better, we will be starting our journey with statistics. But tomorrow is one, before I jump into the statistics, and I am going to talk about, so Mr. Nikhil Kumar, try to understand what I am saying. Okay, so before we jump into the statistics, first of all, tomorrow, where we have to use, what is the purpose of machine learning, and what are the limitations of that machine learning, and when we need to go to the deep learning, such kind of things. Okay, and when we need to go to the artificial intelligence. So like here some confusions, especially like daily I am getting a lot of messages regarding like this. The confusion is like a senior statistician, senior data analyst is a data scientist. No. Okay, machine learning and artificial intelligence are one and same. No. Okay, everything is a different discipline. Purpose is different. Models are different. Okay. So, but we need a clarity before proceeding when to use machine learning, when to use deep learning, when to use NLP, and when to use artificial intelligence. Okay, this clarity once we will get tomorrow, and then day after tomorrow onwards, we are going to start our journey with statistics basics onwards. No need to worry whether you are from statistics background or without statistics background. It doesn't matter. From scratch onwards we will be learning, but we are not going to take entire statistics of it. Like MSc first year statistics, MSc second year statistics, we are not going to take like that. If you do those things, you will become statistics lecturer, not the data scientist. How much stat is required, that much stat we will be learning. There are a lot waste models are there into the statistics. We don't need them. We can eliminate them. Okay. So later one statistics, like around 1 week sessions I will be taking about statistics. Later completely we go with machine learning. Meanwhile, all of you I request you prepare that R language basics and Python language basics. Already I have sent you the videos regarding that. Okay. Yeah, here one more question, Sridhar. Will explain Python in R. Both I will use. I will use for some models R, and for some models I will use Python. Okay, but when time comes to the machine learning, Python is very much recommended. Okay, R is very good up to stat level. Okay, when you go for typical models according to my observation, So for typical models, R language is giving you like a pure accuracy and bad performance. So Python is best, and still in later concepts nowadays like Google's TensorFlow, on top of the TensorFlow Slim and Keras in this way different modules came to the picture. These modules we will be discussing. Okay, for all these things Python is mandatory. So initially for data cleansing and data preparation for all these kind of activities R is best, and for simple statistics the R is best, but not fully for like a deep learning. And if you talk about the typical models of the machine learning, I cannot prefer R language. One more question here, difference between ETL developer and a data analyst if both of them do the data extraction and cleansing. Yes, sir. This question asked by Mr. Nikhil. Yeah, Nikhil. So here ETL developer will be extracting the data in target of warehouse system. The ETL developer target is extracting data from OLTP and finally doing the transformations. Okay, some 16 to 20 different varieties of transformations he will be performing. Finally, he will be loading into the warehouse system. But a data analyst will also extract the data. He is extracting data from warehouse system. Okay. So whatever the end point for the ETL developer, that will be the source point for the data analyst. Okay. And okay. One more question here. Kapil. Which all the topics you are going to cover in machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, etc. So in machine learning, like all the related algorithms, everything, I will announce the content. This question by Kapil. Yeah, Kapil. I will send you the content. Whatever the latest algorithms are there into this machine learning, all the algorithms I will be giving you. Later, once this machine learning part completed, we will announce another new batch for this deep learning. Okay. So again, the deep learning content again I will announce. So tomorrow you will get clarity. So first of all, what is machine learning, deep learning, NLP, artificial intelligence, and everything you will get clarity by tomorrow. Okay, this is just today the session is what is the purpose of a data scientist. Even though business intelligence team existed and a data analyst team existed, and their limitations and how this data science is going to solve the problems. Okay, so tomorrow we jump into pure data science. Later we come to statistics. One more question by Siddharth. ML, same for Python and Scala? See here, ML is an approach. ML is not a software. You can use that approach in Python, Scala, or even in Java, anything. But why I prefer Python is very rich set of libraries. Okay, lot of libraries. For all the new models and old models, the libraries are available into Python. But Scala is not at that much rich for that. Okay. Yes, sure, Nikhil. I will share you. Every session will be recorded. I will be sharing the recording session. Thank you, all of you. Thanks for spending time with me. And tomorrow, mostly same time by 7:30, I will start the session. Thanks all.